Here's one of the reasons why I think you should have a YouTube channel. Now, I'm sure that a YouTube type of career might not be for everybody. Some people are doing it for monetary reasons, people want the bag. Other people are doing it for the story and just to be a personality online. I'm gonna focus on these guys for now, right? I mean, the money's good too, but let's focus more on here. I guess looking back at my story, I always looked at my life like this. Whenever I was in high school or in school in general, I was always the shy kid, introverted. I was always at the back of the class, because of my surname. We were all sat in alphabetical order, but most of the time I always found myself sitting at the back or far away from the teacher. But this funny thing always used to happen. Every time a speech would come up, right? Here's a story. Like, two people before me, people would ignore this person. Let's say someone else was presenting before me, people would ignore this person. They wouldn't, in fact, they'd even make noise just to be disruptive in class, and not really pay attention to that guy, right? And the guy before me, same thing. And then when it comes to me, everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody pays attention to me. And it's like, guys, y'all were making so much noise before. Why didn't you keep that energy? And it always triggered my shy sort of behavior at the time, I think I spoke worse than this, I didn't stutter as much, but I still managed to convey the words properly. But it was so funny because I used to see it without fail. Everybody would just look up from their work all of a sudden. No one's busy. And I remember having like all the eyes like stare at me. It's like, yo, bro. All the eyes is like, oh, they're staring at me. It's like, bro, back up, whoa. Can I say my speech in peace? Like, I'm not trying to have all those eyes on me. It's crazy, dude. On one side, I was like, maybe I do have something to say, maybe based on esoteric terms or spirituality, maybe I'm the chosen one or whatever. But I always thought that maybe I have a story to tell, Always without fail, people always wanted to know what's going on with me. Who's Osiris? What's Osiris doing? Hey, how's Osiris doing? Hey, that speech of yours was very, and people would always come out of their way to comment on that and be like, look, your speech was actually pretty great, and you should work on this and this. So as the years went by, obviously I did try YouTube. Like I said before, there was the whole pick up YouTube, or me just going on game conventions and picking up chicks or looking for chicks, being weirdo. And there was the pre self-improvement channel, right? I think I might attach a couple videos. It's really old, very like, you can tell I look very young here, from 2020. And as the years went on by, I looked at the people who inspired me the most, How to Beast, Steph is Cold, Jacked and Stabbed, and a whole bunch of other YouTubers that I can't mention in one video. Also, it's gonna be long as fuck, but I think I will make a video like that for any newcomers who want to be inspired, especially in the whole self-improvement niche, right? Starting a YouTube channel, it's not just only about the money. The money is good. I'm not saying I'm not there yet, but we're getting there. But for now, being a YouTuber, you create your own personality. You become relatable to somebody. Some people might not want to hear from somebody who's already made it. Maybe somebody wants to hear from somebody who's on the come up, right? I was always drawn to those type of content creators who were sort of in my position, someone who was maybe shy, or someone who was very laid back and not outspoken and very in your face, Like, I was always drawn to that. And I always thought that maybe, even though I'm not there yet, maybe I do have a story to tell. And maybe the story might not be grandiose or fantastic, right? But it's something someone might have related to, maybe a period of breakup or self-improvement or moments of anxiety or even semen retention and shit like that, But obviously, I didn't want to focus too much on the standard self-improvement stuff and more focus on things that people don't technically talk about, But also, having a YouTube channel helps you accept your flaws even more. Obviously, if you compare how I was from the first video I made to now, I definitely grew. I'm growing, And I guess the only thing I need to work on is having a script, right? I do have a script, but it's like just a couple words, like pin points, and I just freestyle off that. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's not a good thing, but I think also having an authentic conversation is much better than something that's scripted and, you know, this flashy effect, this sound, you know. This type of style I was always drawn to it. It's natural. It's like I'm here with the content creators, like I'm speaking to the content creator like a friend. So having a YouTube channel with your own type of personality and having to speak your message, what you've been through, it's great. And you accept your flaws. Somebody out there might have the same flaws as you. Maybe they're skinny, maybe they don't feel confident in themselves. Obviously, don't lead people into darkness. Obviously have a solution, you know. Show them how you were able to overcome that sort of downfall or insecurity, you know? I don't think YouTube should be all doom and gloom. Obviously, it's entertainment purposes also. So make sure you find a way to also be relatable. Being relatable is, I think, the best thing that differentiates a standard YouTuber to a YouTuber who you can just be like, you know, that's like a bro to me, or that's like, I like that guy, you know, he that person's really relatable. I like that. And then you type your comment, hey, really like this video, super relatable. It's great. So with all the content creators I grew up watching, I was always drawn to them because of that, because I related to them in some sense, right? Yeah, they weren't very flashy. Now they're probably flashy, their lives are grown and they're better now, but there's always phases. There will be those guys and then there'll be you know, you guys, you know, us, the new guys coming up. Everybody has a story to tell. I also feel like having a YouTube channel is a great thing to get out of your comfort zone. Like I said with the story in the beginning, I needed to get out of my comfort zone. I needed to get comfortable with being in front of the camera, being able to speak to the camera, right? I'm not saying I twitched and stuttered, but definitely speaking my story and sort of helping people, inspiring people out there, whoever it might be, girl, guy, whatever you identify by, you know, I just want to share my story. Look, it might not be for everybody because not everybody, I guess, makes it to the end, right? Everybody assumes that's a flashy lifestyle. It's difficult, it's definitely hard, you know, but I think if you go in there with the right intentions, that maybe you have a purpose of changing people's lives, you got it right. You got it right. Don't worry about all the eyes looking at you. I think also have that perspective, like maybe you're speaking to your younger self, or maybe you're speaking to someone special. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of psycho. I speak to myself consistently. Behind this camera is like a mirror, so I look at myself and I look at you guys. And so it's essentially like I'm speaking to myself, because I do have those moments where I sort of have full-blown conversations with myself. Maybe I've gone psycho, but I guess it was good practice, and I felt like, why don't I use this sort of setup, put a camera in front of it and speak to you guys about my story, whatever I go through. That's why with phase 1 we had all the sad stories. Phase 2 is just, I guess, helping you guys and helping me and growing at the same time. And phase 3, we'll see what happens after that. But let's get bigger. I want to draw in more people. I think I'm ready for that now. I think I'm ready to bring more people into the clan, you know, girl, guy, whatever you identify by. I really appreciate you guys, and don't forget, at the end of the day, it's a fun little journey. Even though maybe a video didn't blow up or something like that, somebody still will relate with that specific video. I mean, I guess you have to put it into perspective. Like me, having 70 subscribers is like more than a classroom. It's 2 classrooms. That's a crazy concept. That's a crazy concept. Like back then I couldn't do that, but having, for example, 300 viewers watching my video, that's a whole assembly. I'm truly grateful, you know. So adding your own touch, being relatable, getting out of your comfort zone, it helps. At the end of the day, some people just need someone to listen to, someone to be like, yeah, I think like that guy, or that guy thinks like me, or, you know, a sense of relatability. And it also helps getting out of your comfort zone if you were like me, shy, introverted. So I hope this helped you. If you want to start a YouTube channel, young you probably would have wanted that advice that you're talking about right now. So make sure you lead by example. You know, who knows? There's always somebody that needs to be motivated out there, even if it's a little bit motivated, entertained, or inspired. You know, that's why I put that in my about on my YouTube channel. I know motivated and inspired is the same thing, but I digress. But hope I made sense. Hope this resonated with you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the support. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for more. Peace.